I don't care how good you are. I don't care how talented you are. There's some times when things aren't going to go right, and you have to deal with it. You can experience enough pain in life that it can clobber you to the ground, and you believe you can't do it. You believe that this is it for you. No, it's not. Don't you quit. Don't you quit. You do make a difference. You do make a difference. As weak as you are, as tired as you are, as many mistakes as you make, you do make a difference. There is something they would lose if you were not there. There was something that they would miss if you were not there. You do make a difference. You don't have to force yourself or motivate yourself to think negatively, to be depressed, to hate somebody, to want revenge, to want to get back at somebody, to beat yourself up over the head, to feel loaded with guilt. You don't have to make any effort to do that. Your mind is on automatic. It will do that by itself. But if you want to begin to move into your own personal greatness, if you want to begin to really enjoy a happy, successful, healthy life, you've got to be willing to go against the tide. You've got to be willing to harness your will. And say, in spite of this, I'm in control here. I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm not going to let this destroy me. You want it, and you're going to go all out.
You need to make it a habit to start every fucking day validating yourself, because life is a marathon. And this might be a challenging leg where you're like, I'm just going to throw in the towel. I'm not going to do that thing. Hell no.
You got to focus on you. You convince you. You sell yourself every day. You will begin to see a difference in the things that you're doing. Telling yourself every day, here we go again. What it takes. This is my day. Nothing out here is going to stop me. My back is up against this motherfucker every day. And I can go that way. I don't give a fuck who's in front of me. That can stop me.
I want what all other men want. But when the opposition hits, when the challenge hits, when the pain creeps in, when the uncertainty creeps in, when the clutch, when the scars, when the bruises come, I just want it a little bit more than they wanted. If you dare to be great, if you dare to do something that you've never done before, if you dare to go to limits that you've never went to before, they will remember your legacy forever. If you are still alive, there's still room for improvement. There's still room for growth. There's still room to grow and be better.
It's not going to be easy when you want to change. It's not easy. If it were in fact easy, everybody would do it. But if you're serious, you'll go all out.
We turn tragedy into triumph. That's what lions do. Lions don't cry. Lions don't give up. Lions don't quit. Lions hearts. That's what we do for a living. When you are a true hunter, you don't go by time. You go by the gazelle. You hunt until you get a gazelle. And you don't stop until you get one. It takes guts. You gotta dig deep. Keep on going. Again and again and again. You willing to face rejection and know. See it. It's over until you're aware.
I don't care how good you are. I don't care how talented you are. There's some times when things aren't going to go right, and you have to deal with it. You can experience enough pain in life that it can clobber you to the ground, and you believe you can't do it. You believe that this is it for you. No, it's not.
Don't you quit. Don't you quit. You do make a difference. You do make a difference. As weak as you are, as tired as you are, as many mistakes as you made, you do make a difference. There is something they would lose if you were not there. There was something that they would miss if you were not there. You do make a difference.
You don't have to force yourself or motivate yourself to think negatively, to be depressed, to hate somebody, to want revenge, to want to get back at somebody, to beat yourself up over the head, to feel loaded with guilt. You don't have to make any effort to do that. Your mind is on automatic. It will do that by itself. But if you want to begin to move into your own personal greatness, if you want to begin to really enjoy healthy, successful, healthy life, you've got to be willing to go against the tide. You've got to be willing to harness your will and say, in spite of this, I'm in control here. I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm not going to let this destroy me. You want it, and you're going to go all out.
You need to make it a habit to start every fucking day validating yourself because life is a marathon. And this might be a challenging leg where you're like, I'm just going to throw in the towel. I'm not going to do that thing. Hell no.
You got to focus on you. You convince you. You sell yourself every day, you will begin to see a difference in the things that you're doing. Telling yourself every day, here I go again. What it takes. This is my day. Nothing out here is going to stop me. My back is up against this motherfucker every day. And I gotta go that way. And I'm getting who's in front of me that I can stop me.
I want what all other men want. But when the opposition hits, when the challenge hits, when the pain creeps in, when the uncertainty creeps in, when the clutch, when the scars, when the bruises come, I just want a little bit more than they wanted. If you dare to be great, if you dare to do something that you've never done before, if you dare to go to limits that you've never went to before, they will remember your legacy forever. If you are still alive, there's still room for improvement. There's still room for growth. There's still room to grow and be better.
It's not going to be easy when you want to change. It's not easy. If it were in fact easy, everybody would do it. But if you're serious, you'll go all out.
We turn tragedy into triumph. That's what lions do. Lions don't cry. Lions don't give up. Lions don't quit. Lions hearts. That's what we do for a living. When you are a true hunter, you don't go by time. You go by the gazelle. You hunt until you get a gazelle. You don't until you get one. It takes guts. You got to dig deep. Keep on going again and again and again. You got to be willing to face rejection and know again and again. The fear. Life's knocking at you. It's not over until it's away.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome. Let's see. Good evening. Welcome. Can you hear me? Comment on the comment section if you can hear me loud and clear. You're all welcome. If you can hear me, make a comment that you can hear me on the comment section.
I don't care how good you are. I don't care how talented you are. There are some times when things aren't going to go right. And you have to deal with it. You can experience enough pain in
Hello,
life
good evening,
that it can
everyone.
clobber
Can
you
you
to
hear
the
me?
ground, and you
Comment on
believe
the
you
comment
can't
section.
do it. You believe that this is it for you. No, it's not. Don't you quit. Don't you quit. You do make a difference. You do make a difference. As weak as you are, as tired as you are, as many mistakes as you made, you do make a difference. There is something they would lose if you were not there. There was something that they would miss if you were not there. You do make a difference. You don't have to force yourself or motivate yourself to think negatively, to be depressed, to hate somebody, to want revenge, to want to get back at somebody, to beat yourself up over the head, to feel loaded with guilt. You don't have to make any effort to do that. Your mind is on automatic. It will do that by
Greeting.
itself. But if you want to begin to move into your own personal greatness, if you want to begin to really enjoy a healthy, successful.
Okay. Good evening. If you can hear me, please comment. You can hear me loud and clear.
healthy life, you've got to be willing to go against the tide. You've got to be willing to harness your will and say, in spite of this, I'm in control here. I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm not going to let this destroy me. You want it, and you're going to go all out.
You need to make it a habit to start every fucking day validating yourself, because life is a marathon. And this might be a challenging leg. You're like, I'm just going to throw in the towel. I'm not going to do that thing. Hell no.
You got to focus on you. You convince you. You sell yourself every day. You will begin to see a difference in the things that you're doing. Telling yourself every day, here I go again. Get what it takes. This is my day, and nothing out here is going to stop me. My back is up against this motherfucker every day, and I gotta go that way. I don't give a fuck who is in front of me. That can stop me.
I want what all other men want. But when the opposition hits, when the challenge hits, when the pain creeps in, when the uncertainty creeps in, when the clutch, when the scars, when the bruises come, I just want it a little bit more than they wanted. If you dare to be great, if you dare to do something that you've never done before, if you dare to go to limits that you've never went to before, they will remember your legacy forever. If you are still alive, there's still room for improvement. There's still room for growth. There's still room to grow and be better.
It's not going to be easy when you want to change. It's not easy. If it were in fact easy, everybody would do it. But if you're serious, you'll go all out.
We turn tragedy into triumph. That's what lions do. Lions don't die. Lions don't give up. Lions don't quit. Lions hearts. That's what
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. Welcome to another section and show for today on how you can make money. So, via crypto. So, you are all welcome. You can hear me. Please just comments. Sorry, you're having network challenges. Right now, some of you said I'm breaking or rugging. Still breaking. Am I clear now? Can you hear me loud and clear? Hello, can you hear me loud and clear now? Good evening, welcome. Okay, you can hear me loud and clear. Okay, thank you so much. Can't you hear me? Okay, so if you can hear me, today we're going to be discussing, continue from where we stopped actually last week, where we said we talk about meme trading, that's meme coin trading. So that's where we're going to be continuing from. So that's what we're going to be continuing from today. So for those that actually missed that section, you can go back and make a review on it to see what we said. And hopefully you guys actually applied what you learned. That's one thing. It's not just by learning, it's by applying it. So who have actually applied it? You can comment on the you can make your comment on the next section if you have actually applied it or you see any results. Can't you hear me? Those are active here are online. Can't you hear me? Someone is saying he cannot hear me. Hello, following live. Okay. Dave, welcome, greetings. So let's continue. I hope you can hear me. You can all hear me. So tonight we'll be continuing from trading. We'll be talking about trading, and also from trading we'll move on to airdrop. Then we'll talk on various opportunity that you can leverage on as at now that is available to you. So let's dive in. If you can hear me, you can make a comment and also share the live screen. Share to your friends that need to hear this, that need to be here. Also share. So let's let's go. Okay. So now we'll be talking on trading. So the main thing here is first thing you need to know what trading is all about. The concept of trading. And trading literally is you making profit per tokens, whether being a trader is whether the market goes up or comes down, whichever position it depends on the aspect you are trading. So there are different type of trading. Whether the market goes up or it goes down, it depends on your prediction. And if your predictions are right, then you make profit. It's more or less like the game of chess and then gambling. Yeah, when you predict and if it's but this is actually more technical. That means you must have a knowledge of what the system is saying and have a proper knowledge of technical analysis before you venture into this act. You do not move blindly. This is not sporty bet. That a lot of you are actually involved in, and okay, majority not majority actually involved in sporting bet and rest. So literally they just tell you one or two things and you just engage. They also teach you one or two things or you heard from someone or so but here in trading is like you're acquiring a skill. Mhm. Acquiring that skill will give you leverage over time. uh, you can hear of some traders saying that 10 years being a trader, they are 15 years, 20 years down the lines, just like that. Quite a numbers of traders that have been trading over a decade. So those kind of people is not people you just see at a random base that thinks that they just predict the market. They have gone through proper learning and understanding the knowledge of how the system works. So for that reason, they actually makes leverage and makes money per the prediction of time they make. So for type of trading, we have sports trading. Sport trading involving you buying an asset and holding it for a certain period of time to make profit. Like for an example, you purchasing BTC at low as 50K, and I'm just making a prediction. Uh, not you can't find BTC at 50K. It's not so you buying BTC at low as 50K, then it actually moves as high as 100K all time high, 112, 108K, 120. Yeah, but now that's actually more or less being in sports. You are full time an investor because it's only one direction you make money. That if the asset goes up, that's what everybody's actually after this bull run. Once the asset goes up, appreciate, then you make money. You are only making a prediction directly on that aspect, which is called sports trading. You're only making you're only making a prediction upward. You believe that if I buy this in few months to come, or less than a month, or in 2 months and 3 months, I will be seeing gains that are so intriguing, like 10x, 100x, 50x, 1000% of your money that you invest on that asset. That means the asset moved from that particular point 1000 times, 10,000 times, just like the present bull run we are now. A lot of people are just looking for tokens to buy and hold for a certain period of time and sell. That will do numbers of X's. So those money now that you are involved in, you need to do research to know, okay, this is what I'm buying, this is what I'm not buying, or this is you just need to do that research to know what you are engaging on. So if you can't do the research, there are people that are available for you. We have mentors that makes recommendation. Like the coin here, you can go to her, that's you DM her, then you will see the outcome of what it means by being in the premium platform, getting the proper recommendation that getting the proper recommendations that okay, that's the number on the screen. So once you DM her, you chat her, you get those recommendations I'm talking about on sport calls to hold, tokens to hold within the next. I can remember when she was telling us back there to buy SRP at 0.5. So if you actually bought in far back at 0.5 and went rose as high as 2 point something dollars, $3, you trace down, you must be in a serious game. She engaged with about 100K. Then I can remember, yeah. She engaged with 100K from 0.5 she bought a spot back. So remember when when most of us are now fighting XRP that it will dump and she will be fighting back on X on Facebook saying their XRP harmies. So stuffs like that. Imagine you buying at 0.05 with your $100. Even as it moved down to $1, that's approximately you have gotten a 50% move from 0.5 to $1, and your money has actually increased just like that. The numbers of X's is 1x. By the time you move forward to 1.1, that's 2x done. Move to $2, that's at 3x, just like that. You are multiplying your money up going. That's your capital grows forward as upward. So that's that for sports trading. Sports trading, like I said, literally needs you to hold your money, as in you carry your own investment. This is not where you get free money from crypto. No, actually, that statement of saying free money is not really free in crypto. So that analogy should be taken off. It has been what a lot of people have brought. I've told some people, and they have brought it into the space, saying they should be having everything free. It's not. It's not really so. Okay. Sorry for the break. So that is just it about sports trading, like I said. So we have future trading, which is called also in some exchanges derivative trading. Future trading slash derivative. If you go to Bybit, you'll see it's called derivative. On Binance, it's called futures and Nexi futures, and a lot more like that. But you're seeing derivative or you're seeing futures. So future trading, the major difference between that of being a sports trading and a future trader is that you are literally trading on the price action of the asset. That's you are not the investors that will be buying like at a coin trading at or a token or a journey just uses general word crypto trading at $1 and expecting it to rise as far as $10, $20. That is for major league. Major league is not that sports traders cannot do that. Future traders cannot do that, but major league is for those you find that can hold such trade on futures. You find them on sports. Those people. Now for futures, they trade on the price action of the assets. That's that asset or that crypto you're trading once it starts making action on a particular direction, whether downward or upward, we are literally making money being in future trading. Whether you are doing it upward, you are making a prediction that we're going upward or we are coming downward. You are literally making the money. So it's just depend on the one. And what makes it different is the fact that you are using leverage. This is what is attracting a lot of newbies. Not really newbies, it's catching the attentions of a lot of traders in the sense that you have to use like 10x, 20x, 50x. And of recent, obviously, you must have seen it on our Facebook page where she posted Mexi giving a 500x. That one is actually a dead sentence to just send you packing. So by the time you start using that leverage, just tell your kingsmen that you want to be coming home very soon because there's no way you're not going back there. It depends. So it's actually luck. Like someone said on the comment on that, say it's actually a do or die. It's either you win or you lose, and you go home packing. So it just depends. You might enter a particular token with that 500 deaths, and the token just move on that particular direction fluently, as in just pick up. Like we call it snipe entry, and you are lucky. But in a situation it didn't go as planned, it will just send you packing ASAP. It will just clean the wallet ASAP. Immediately send you packing back home. So try not to use high leverage. Instead, focus more on lower leverage while you grow your account over time. So on a day to day, you see we make money from the market regularly from futures. Although, like some people's strategy is make the money from futures, use it to fill your spot bags for the bull run at hand. That is buying potential token. The bull run is not really just for every tokens. Let me put that at the back of the mind. If the bull run is not even for everybody at the same time. It's different in the sense that how do I put it now? It's when your back pump, that's when your boron have come. That's just it. So if your back pump, you chill and enjoy the ride. When somebody else is pumping, you appreciate the person. He said, is where you see it is around your vicinity, your neighborhood. If somebody is happy, definitely the happiness is also coming to you. But when you're bitter against an happy situation around, then actually it's going not coming to you. Actually, that thing will not come to you. So if you see your neighbor happy, yeah, you join the queue and be happy. Your account also will be happy. So in a nutshell, for that of features, you either long the asset or you short the asset. It depends on the leverage you are using, like I said. So be always, as in always watch out for your leverage. Like me, I best advise 10x down for newbies. And if you want to go wide, you can climb above 20 and start going wide. You are fine. Don't worry, you will be definitely be fine. It's just depend on how you're able to survive the market. You survive, kudos. If you do not survive, then you are in trouble. You are in trouble. So I'll be showing you some of the wins she took today. Not just today. Oh. I think some few less than an hour ago she posted a recent one I saw. So just stay with me. So future is actually your day-to-day cash. You need your quick money, like the fact that if not greed, you can actually make a fortune from future trading. But this greed of eating is beyond a lot of men control that they can't control it. So hence they see profit, they don't want to stay with that. They still want to venture more. They still want to venture more. So let's go. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. So let's go to Facebook so you can see what I am saying. Although she's fond of using Mexi to trade mostly, it's not that she's strictly used to Mexi. Mostly, she's fond of using Mexi. Like this is 55 minutes. Yes, 50 minutes ago. This was sign USDT trade that she took 100% on a leverage of 20 and it's shorting. That means the prediction was we are going downward. That's what it means by this. The prediction was we are going downward. And as far as you put your stake, you see the entering price, she entered at 0.0825 and exiting the market at 0.7820. So this now is the percentage made here was done on a 20x. Someone on a 10x should be seen around 52% on this. 52%. So, and one thing is, you will enter the same time with her, you will make the same percentage. But you see that aspect they call margin, which margin, like I said from previous section, I said it means your capital. Margin means your capital. So if you are using a capital of $100, for example, that means you have made 100% of your money. Now look at somebody that will be using a $5,000 to trade. You people are not of the same caliber when it comes to your margin. That's your capital. You are not of the same caliber, but it's the same percent to made at the end of the day. That's the whole story about this. everybody makes the same percent, or likewise, even you will make more percentage than who often have larger margin than you, that's large capital than you. You have crazy percentage than that person, but at the end of the day, you'll find out that you didn't make much money like them because they have the money to facilitate any position. The more they can risk is the more they can lose. Put that at the back of your mind. The more you risk, the more you lose. And the more you win. That's the way it is. You risk little, your reward will be little, and your losses will also be little. Then if you risk more, your reward will be more, your losses will be less. It depends. Your losses only comes when you fail to cut your losses. Instead of blowing a $5,000 account on just a single trade, what stops you for using a stop loss? Stop loss is your best friend, not your enemy. That I keep telling people. If you fail to understand that, you feel that is your enemy, it's not only going to be your enemy, it's only going to still send you back to the village because you will liquidate the account. So whenever you are trading futures, the market as a whole can't be moved by any kind of news in the media. You have obviously seen that. That happened to Trump token of recent. After Donald Trump make the announcement of 250 people to come to sit with him on his table, you know what happened to Trump's now? Jumped from $8 and we are winning now. So if I didn't actually know the current price where it's like, but the last time was around $14. I saw it. So you could see news like that. Now, if you were actually doing an analysis on short, or you were seeing short position, or you're even giving short position, and something like that triggered, just a news like that, change the direction. It's not your fault. But your fault will be when you did not put stop loss. That's where you collect what we call wutu. Your account will just clean your account because of that kind of news is bullish. So a buy order is so rapidly on it. Even till now, people are still bagging to sit on that position. Like I told you initially, you need a 500K. That's in doors, 500K doors to sit on that table of the 250 people. So that's one way to trade also, which is I've talked about sport, talk about futures, and now we talk about day trading. So because there are different kind of traders, you see, it depends on the one you want to do. So for day trading is just a single profit on a position that you choose to enter. You just enter one position and you take profit within that day. That you might enter in the morning and in the afternoon you're out. And those of you, there's a question that will be coming up saying, okay, this is just one of the traders. You could see some below 4 hours ago. This one was up to 792%. So if you go down, you will see, okay, this is the previous section. Yeah. And if you still go down, you still see more winnings. So if you want signals like these to be seeing this kind of percentage and crazy gains, you can chat the number on the screen, or you go to our Facebook page, you see our name here, go to our Facebook page and you DM her on Facebook. If she didn't respond, probably too many blocking message, you just try the WhatsApp number on your screen. That she will respond. So this is the official page you should chat, or you use through the WhatsApp number you can see right here on the screen. So back to day trading. Day trading is you. Okay, I think I'm getting some question. Margin means your capital. Okay. Thank you, table checker. Yeah, actually it's table checker. So okay. So back to day trading. Day trading is buying at a certain time, like you buy in the morning, you say you sell in the afternoon. And I was coming to a question when most people do ask, how many hours should I hold a trade that is being given to me? How long should I sit on that trade for me to see the profits of the day? Or how many hours? The market is liquid. It moves at its own pace. The only solution to that is that the fact that a prediction has been made to a certain direction, we are going up, we are going up. It might not come out sometimes, yes, like I said, one kind of news can change the direction of a signal that you actually did properly. So that's why I said stop loss is your best friend. Hold that thing very tight. Stop loss is your best friend. So you should put that at the back of your mind. So you asking what time frame should I hold a trade is not really calling. The only solution there is how long will you hold that trade and make my profit and I leave. So you can do a ratio 2, 1 ratio 3, depends on when you want to leave the market. And being a trader, being a future trader for that matter, you must have a certain goal placed in front of you. I am here to make so and so amount daily. What will I do to get this amount? How much is my capital coming in? That's the thing you put in. You must put a target that this is what I'm coming to get. If you do not put a target that this is what I'm going to get, you are vulnerable to not having any end to any profit you want to make. And you being exposed to that kind of mindset, you will literally not be comfortable with anything you get. Your greed will go to the roof because even if you make $100, you are not satisfied. You still want to still go for more, for more, for more. The hunger keeps, and the more you keep doing that, over trading will become the order of the day, and the market, it gives and take. You should understand the market is a giver and it's also a taker. So if you don't learn to take profit when due, that's not just even taking profit, you putting it on the table that this is my target for today. I just want to be making 25% of my account daily, or I want to make it 20% of my account daily. Imagine you sitting on a position with, let me just say $100, and you say you're making it 20% daily. That's actually you making $20 daily. And now for those in Nigeria, you can do the conversion. Say $20 times how much? 1.6. Yes, rate is 1.6 today. Right? So if you are doing that, you should know how much you are playing with, or probably your Kingsmen don't normally do giveaway for you. Every day they send you 32K for free. That's why you want to still be hungry for more. It depends. I'm only giving you a suggestion. So it's not left for you to make that decision. Get the amount of profit you are meant to be making a day. And the losses, the market is two-way side. I will be fair to this whole discussion on trading. The market is two-way side. So you must agree that this is the losses I will take for today. And if these losses comes, I'm done for the day. Your emotions will actually need to be in place and focus on the following day. When you get a signal, you engage, then probably that signal will make you make your losses and also make profit on top of it. And you achieve. Then you keep on compiling your account and be going like that. Not you just emptily coming. Today, the drop signal, I enter, you'll be seeing $100. No, it's not enough. Let's pump. As far as you see the queen has posted PNL, you say, no, we are still going higher. I want to make more money than her. You continue. The death row you will see. You will go back to the trenches if you are not careful. So learn to diversify your portfolio also. Have some for sports, have for some futures. And the futures, learn to take profit. Profit is the order of the day. You either take the profit, fill it into your spot bags for potential holding of bags for the future, or you then use that the same profit, fund your account. See, there's something this trading of the thing does to your psychology. If you want to go to the psychology aspects, that there's this aspect that trading will deal with you, work your style as in will totally trash you. But some people don't literally give up at the long run because they have seen what trading has done for them. In the sense that you make profit, you withdraw, you credit your account, you buy one or two things at home, you buy a gadget or anything tangible that helps your growth, or not lavishing buying any kind of thing that is not what extravagant lifestyle. No, no, no. Something that will add to your growth, or something, even if you haven't doing it to save a life, you'll be proud that yes, the day trading threatens your emotions or give you losses, you just calm down. You look at that particular thing, or you look at that person you have invested in. Maybe somebody you are sending to school by funding his school fees or anything. You look at the person and you say, yes, trading did this. There's no way I can actually back down. I can still forge ahead. That way, your psychology, your brain will calculate that it's not giving up. This is only for me to learn from what has actually happened. But if you don't do these things, you just keep making profit and leaving it there to be piling up, piling up. The day this market will collect, like I said, it gives and take. Is a giver, and also is also a taker. So it's better you start understanding when it gives you. You learn to diversify what it gives to you. Either you invest it in yourself, get knowledgeable books, get anything that could add value to your life, not things that will take away to, as in not things that you will just buy now. You in the next few months you said, I did buy now, I would have not bought this or that. So don't regret that. So put this at your plan. Trading is actually paying. It just depends on how we traders control our greed. Our greed actually destroys a lot of things. A lot. So it destroys a lot of things. So another way to trade is, we call them other type of trader is swing traders. Swing traders are those that hold trade days, as in days. Can sit on a position like from Sunday now. Some people have done analysis and sit on it. They are waiting for weekend. Mostly you find these people have like friends around me. I find it common with mostly some of my forex traders. It depends on the kind of trader you are. Some of my friends are forex traders. They are fond of this swing mode. To just open a position on Sunday, you like 3 days they are holding it, 4 days they are holding it. So it depends on you. Are you a swing trader? Are you a day trader? You find your portfolio, find your position, and put yourself there. That's just it. Find your position and put yourself there. Not you just come in without no guide or where you belong to. So even they give you a signal now that is a day signal, you will go and find yourself in a weekly time frame and be holding a position that needs you. Try to control yourself, know yourself. So then we also have what we call the holders. Those are actually still those like the long term, the mid term holders. It depends. Short term holders, short term within 1 week, especially the main coin traders. These are the people I'm even talking about when we come to holding. Those guys, they can hold a position for like 1 week. Depends a coin. They hold it 1 month and they're out, or even 2 weeks, or even a day and they're also out. It just depends. Even some few minutes they are out. So it just depends on the package you find yourself in, or anyone you find yourself in. And also consider a proper exchange that suits your kind of trading. You can strategize, like you have $100. How would I put it now? You have a $500. It's not good to put all eggs in a basket. Like, this is a general wisdom being said. So learn to diversify in the sense that put your money in different places. Put your money in different places. Not packing your money in one exchange. You all experience what happened to FTX. If you did not, just go to Twitter or go to YouTube. Just ask or ask Google what happened to FTX before the crash, so you understand what I'm saying. So learn to diversify. Don't just pack all your portfolio and say it's Binance I will be using only. Keep all your money there. The day anything happen, the asset is gone because you signed a blind agreement. Because a lot of you do not read that. You say that the message is too long, Abi. Those long message. By the time you want to register, they'll say agree to this. That terms you're agreeing to. You signed a contract that if they should fold up, they are not to be held responsible, even if you put a $30 billion inside that wallet. It belongs to them. for them to close up. It belongs to them. So it's not, you can't sue them to court because you signed the agreement. There's nowhere you carry any exchange to. Except the exchange decide by itself that we will come back, just like FTS, saying we'll come back and compensate those that have kept crypto in our custody. Except that. If not that, forget any other story. There's nothing you can do to any exchange. There is nothing you can do to any exchange. So just learn to put yourself in a proper position. Learn to diversify. Learn to diversify. So put yourself in a cool position, learn to diversify. It's going to help you a lot in this generally in this crypto journey. And so most of those your long-term holds that you are saying 3 months, 4 months time, you can purchase them on centralized exchange, move them to your Trust Wallet, your MetaMask, your Phantom, your Safeguard, whichever decentralized wallet. When I mean decentralized, I mean they give you the praise. That's 12 words. For those using Ton ecosystem, they give you 24 words. But some other decentralized wallets also generate 24 words. I'm just actually using Ton. That is a Ton Keeper wallet. So it's 24 words. So make sure you use the needful because it's very essential. That's why you're holding on the long run. Push them there and keep them under your custody. Because if this exchange folds up, your whole life is gone. As in shattered within a second. And also keep your emotions at check. Like this funny talk that actually goes on Twitter. I would say there was a space I joined one time. Said there are people you can't actually break their hearts. Those people are called they are called traders mainly. Even a female and a male, generally all genders. If you put them in that position and you think you can actually break their heart, the market has done that. So the market has broken, shattered, pieces the heart, coupled it, and reform it again, put it into the market. So people like that now, you can tell them that you have broke up with them a few minutes ago. The next minute, you hear them that have made 200%. You see them jumping, posting on status, have made $1,000 sharp. They will just be happy because literally their emotions has actually been tempered with. They are not themselves anymore. Emotionally, they are gone. We traders generally, we are using emotions to make money. You see those people on the streets walking on the rest, truck pushers and the rest, all of hustling and the rest, all of them are using strength and the rest to hustle. But you, as a trader, you're using your brain. Your mental health is at stake. Your emotions is needed on the table. So learn to put yourself in a better condition of your emotions before even thinking of trading. Because if you start saying you are not mentally okay, I don't mean you are. I don't mean that one. I mean your emotions is not stable, and you even if you are giving a signal, there's every tendency that the signal will profit others, and you will be affected on that particular signal that profit others because emotionally you are not stable. By the time you start seeing red, you just be you just click close, and when you click close, trade will just pick up, and everybody's on showed red at the same time. But based on your emotions, you can't stay balanced. So whenever you are not emotionally stable, leave trading alone. Please just go and rest. Leave the account to balance itself by itself. When you are back mentally okay, as in your emotions, whoever chatted you, you are back. Come back to the chart or come back to signals that is available and trade. Than using your emotions to waste money away. It's not going to be too fine. So that will be that for trading. Actually, just talking about trading actually exhausted the word. Although, if you have questions, you can drop it in the comment section on concerning trading. We'll look into it before we get to the end. So, onto airdrop. Should we talk about airdrop tonight? If we should talk about airdrop, it's going to take a while. Okay, let's see. I'll just give an intro to it. The main intro is that all of you have this notion coming saying airdrop is free money. That's the main notion. That's the definition that is registered in, should I say 80% or 90% of everybody coming through that channel. A lot of you, yes, a lot of you coming through that channel. That's what's registered, especially because of the fact that people want you to use their link. And I don't understand the fact that most of you will be saying I'm hot because a project did not give me what is rightfully mine. Nobody owes you anything. You should know that by now. Nobody owes you anything. So put this at the back of your mind. You are only being given tokens from those communities or those projects. They're only doing it like a form of marketing. They want to market themselves. And this medium, they found out that in order to get the people to use their facility is only to market themselves by giving out tokens. And them giving out tokens is not compulsory. If they didn't give you, you move on. That's just it. There's nowhere we signed an agreement in this space that if I should do anything to your platform, I participate in anything, I am rest assured to get a sum of token from you, whether $100 worth of the token or any. You are not in any way called for that. So put this at the back of your mind before we go deep into a job. Nobody owes you anything when it comes to that industry. The industry is just playing and play the game and get. It's just like normal game now. You either win or you lose. It's not everything that was rewarding. Like if I should ask now, some of you have not even played this Subway Sub to the very end. But a lot of you fail along the line. When you fail along the line, you not only get angry and you still keep playing the game. You continue like that. But to the latter end, if I should say majority here have not reached the end of the game, that's just where a drop is. They will keep coming. They will keep coming. But some will give you tangible money. But what do you do with the money is another thing. Well, it's another topic for the day. Actually, I've actually said it. You make money from a job, you move it down to trading. It depends. So not futures. Don't pack your full life and put in futures. that's not a good way to manage portfolio. You diversify. You make the money from a job. Move some to assets you trust for the long term. Then you play around with the others for your futures. After you are done, even funding your own account, as in looking good, feed yourself. Sure. Like somebody said one time ago, he said, okay, permit me to use speaking. Said that one don't chop, they trade. So you first of all take good care of yourself, as in fund your account, go and eat good food, and come so that you're able to see figures well. Because your eyes can be dazzling. Your eyes can be dazzling sometimes. So that's that. I will go more deep into the airdrop aspect as we see in our next session. That's a day from now. That will be a Wednesday. So now opportunities to venture into in the current state where we are now, like I keep saying, is we are in the bull run. Obviously, a lot of you are not seeing it, or you are not happy that we are not running parabolic. Just be calm. All these up and down is when there's actually chaos. You should be paying more attention to that bag you are holding, because the only time you make money is when there's chaos, when there's problem. Now solutions will come, and as at the time solutions comes, you are so very late. You are so very late. That's what you should know. As at the time you see the market going upward, running upward, and you literally feel that it's time to venture into it, everywhere looks safe. That's the most dangerous time. In fact, I should be rest assured to you. When you see somewhere is too safe, just know the opposite of that safety is what you will soon see in no time. So, but when you see chaos, that's when you should engage. Get hold of any token you can hold. And if you need quality research and information, use the number on the screen. For those outside the country, you can put the plus sign in the front to know that that's the Nigerian number. So use the contact to your screen, chat or on WhatsApp, so you could get those quality research token to hold for a certain period of time to see those gains. Aside that, you also have a free option, which is a pre-sale going on right now that you can venture into. That pre-sale has to do with you buying now. Pre-sale is actually, let me explain for pre-sale. Pre-sale is actually like you heard the word pre-sale, pre-sale. That's even before the actual market gets it. So you are buying it like from the back door, from the company itself. So before they will go to a marketplace and say it's obvious for everybody to buy, they're buying it from the back door. So you buying it, you get access to even buy it much cheaper. Some put it in ranks, like um, in different stage. Like early adopters will get access to buy the tokens at a much cheaper price compared to the next level, level 4, level 5, like just like that. It depends. So, but this one now you buy at a significant price, and when it's even listed, you are already on profit. Depends if you want to take out your capital, fine. If you don't, to you still want to hold, also find after you are convinced, because all these things about buying, holding, it just depends on your belief. It just depends on your belief. It's what you believe in that can actually affect you. What you believe in, and I do not believe in it. Definitely, that thing will not affect me, but it will affect you. That's just it. So if you believe crypto does not work for you, yes, it will not work for you. But if I believe it's working for me, yeah, definitely it's working for me. There's a Bible that says the walls has ears. The walls, just your walls around you has ears. That's to tell you that the kind of things you say to yourself or the way you think, you actually become that particular thing. So if you start pronouncing positive words, yes, on a regular day you see positive thing. But if you start pronouncing negative things, definitely you see the result of what you're actually asking for. So you see that particular result. So for those that are going to be getting the token, that's a preset I'm talking about. You go, okay, I didn't talk much about AirDrop, but there's the AirDrop group you can actually join in respect to when we talk about it in our next section, as in we'll go more deep. So you know the categories where you belong to, you will know the inch of what you are going to be venturing into. So for those on Facebook, YouTube, I will be dropping the pre-sale, and also for those that want to also join the Facebook WhatsApp, the WhatsApp group, I also drop it in, in a bit. So if you have question concerning trading, you can drop it in the comment section. You would get an answer in time. Within, if I should see your questions now, yeah, I can answer them while I'm here. Or after the section, you will get a reply by tagging you. So what is it going to be? Any question? Well, right here available for you. Am I clear? Are we good to go? Are you all clear? I can't see comments. Where are all of you? Are we all good? So I just dropped the pre-sale link so you can get it and position yourself on time. Don't say you were not told. For those asking for what to get into now that we are on this live screen. So you can engage on the pre-sale, then you will. It's on Facebook, it's on WhatsApp. Okay, the WhatsApp group. Those that want to join WhatsApp group, okay. You can check on with YouTube. YouTube for those that need the WhatsApp. You can, the link for the link for the pre-sale is already there. So now for those that need the WhatsApp airdrop group, there you join and you get regular airdrops that you can engage on. They are not free money, like I said. You do the tax, you get the reward. Not just doing the tax, actually being consistent to the facts. They're actually easy to do. You see instructions, you see where to engage, how to engage, or sometimes you get videos. So it's not that complex. That looks difficult. So I've dropped both the link for the WhatsApp and the pre-sale. So for those that want to join the WhatsApp group, you can join the WhatsApp group. So seems we are all good and clear on trading. So we look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. That is a day from now, and you're gonna get a spontaneous ride on AirDrop and every other ways to make money, not just this. So we are still digging deep. Don't worry, we'll be here for you. So until then, yeah, I would say a good night and a very big thank you for tuning in. My special regards and that to the Queen too. Also thank her for this section for making this available. You can make it in the comment section, appreciating her. For those of you that actually joined earlier, you were greeting. You can drop a comment for her. And also share the live stream to someone that needs this information and knowledge about trading. And also tell them to tune in for Wednesday to get more knowledge on what to make money from. So that will be it for tonight. And a good night to you all. Thank you all for tuning in. Bye for now.
You are true hunter. You don't go by you go by the gazelle. You hunt until you get a gazelle. You don't stop until you get one. It takes guts. You gotta dig deep. Keep on going. When it's rejection, no